'tis the era, right? Like, this kind of girl group, like, it's just a generation. This is the sign of the generation has really changed. And, 4-minute, rest in peace, right? I don't know what the rest of the 4 girls do. Maybe they can actually be 4-minute. They have 4 now. But, as sad as it is to say, after talking about all of their songs, right? Like, I just... 4-minute has always been Hyuna plus 4. In the national consciousness, it's always been Hyuna plus 4.
Right.
And they tried, like, with Tooyun, right? They tried to, like, give some of the other girls some time, and some of them are in variety shows, kind of, but, like, they could just never surpass Hyona's mega influence.
Like, she just had too much gravity.
Yeah. But, and, as shitty as it might be to say, like, I totally understand that. Like, sometimes I don't understand it, why one girl is way better than the other girls, but, like, Hyona's charisma is just so different and so much stronger than a lot of the other girls, right? Not her singing is not, I don't think her singing is great. I don't think her rapping is great, right? But her charisma, especially her dancing is just so on another level. Like, she's one of the few Korean celebrities that I actually think is naturally sexy.
Who has that sexy factor. Yeah.
Like, Seolhyun is sexy, but I don't think she's great at being sexy.
Yeah. It's just like...
It's like a manufactured sexy.
Yeah. It's like, this is how to act sexy, and she's really good at acting sexy, but I really think Hyuna is legitimately... like...
Well, I remember during the Wonder Girls irony, right? Like, where, like,
Who that girl?
She was like 14 at the time.
Yeah.
But she was like moves that, like, the other girls were kind of making cutesy. Hyuna was making, like, sexy. And it was, like, really weird.
In my opinion, so the reason why Hyuna had left Wonder Girls is because of health reasons. That's the official.
Quote unquote.
But I think it's because she was just too goddamn sexy for Wonder Girls.
Yeah, I think she just didn't fit well with their style.
Yeah.
And I think in the long run, it worked out because they got Yubin, and I love Yubin. And, Hyuna went on to do things that she never would have been able to do as a Wonder Girl.
Kind of like 2PM and J Park, right?
Yeah. J Park gets to
have head tattoos
and make songs like Sex Trip, right?
And Mome.
Yeah. Or amazing songs, right? Like Joa and Solo and amazing things. Yeah. So I think it was a good
ice cream.
That's true. And maybe one day we'll have a Just Hyuna retrospective when she's out of the business, but that'll probably be in a long time. Yeah. But we did want to specifically not super mention their side stuff.
Yeah.
But lastly, I do want to say that we had one person, when I asked him, what's your favorite 4-minute song? He picked a Japanese song. And I didn't really know how to fit that into the podcast, so we're just going to say it now. So Michael, M-I-K-L,
Michael 187.
Yeah, says his favorite song is Love Tension.
Okay.
It's a Japanese song. He likes 4-minute Japanese releases because they're usually a bit more rocky, which is for damn sure. Yeah. I really like this one because it's energetic, fast-paced, and fun. There's no rap song. No one's trying to look urban. And it's just very simple. I think that's a very good description of Japanese songs in general.
Yeah.
Is like they really strip out all the faux hip-hop, right?
Yeah. Because that's not
how they
popular.
do.
Yeah.
But what they do is they do a lot of rock, like faux rocky. Sing talking works wonders in Japan.
Yeah.
But looking at kind of 4-minute Japanese rankings, like they did not do well. In Japan.
No, definitely not.
They did not do well. Like none of their songs ever even passed 15 on a Japanese chart.
And the songs they chose to promote in Japan are really interesting too. They started early on with like Music as their first one, and for me, that's a really interesting choice to start. Like, why not Hot Issue? But
I don't know. I don't know. There's probably some businessy decision, right?
Yeah.
But I have just never. I was a huge J-pop fan for a while, but like the J-pop song style especially nowadays, I just do not
Can't get down with that.
Can't get down with that. So I, granted, their last Japanese song was in 2012. I think they very quickly abandoned that effort because they weren't doing well.
It's sold less than 5,000.
Yeah. And we looked it up. We were like, man, what's a good? Like, we looked up 2PM because 2PM does very well. They're still selling now, over 100,000.
Yeah.
I don't know how they count this, whether it's physical sales or digital plus physical. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like Love Tension, 4,800. Not great.
Not great.
But I think that's kind of it for our general 4-minute retrospective. It's really always sad to see it go, see this happen. But very similarly to 21 and Miss A, I think we both understand why this happened, right? It wasn't out of nowhere. It was something that was like we could see coming. And I think 2016 is kind of, a lot of people are saying like, oh no, it's the, this is like the end of a lot of eras possibly this year. And I remember reading an article of other groups that have their contracts ending this year. So for example, FX's contracts end this year, and I can totally see FX breaking up.
Yeah.
Because A, they already lost Soli.
Yeah.
B, they're all doing solo stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Like Amber's doing a lot of solo.
Yeah, Crystal's doing her like CF stuff, and then Victoria's in China doing her stuff.
Yeah,
and Luna's putting out solo stuff now too.
Putting out solo stuff. So like I can fully understand them splitting up. It will be sad, of course, but I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I think Rainbow also their contracts end.
Right.
No idea what's going on with Rainbow.
Yeah.
There was one more, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
And I mean, the reason being why like this kind of year is where it's all hitting is because a lot of these groups kind of started around the same time, and when you start around the same time, you kind of sign the K-pop standard contract, and this just happens to be around the time. Yeah, just happens to be around the time.
I do think at the risk of going too long, I do really find it really sad that if it's a contract thing, right? If it's like breaking contract thing, that's one thing, right? If you're Chris or Luan, if you're an EXO thing or if you're a JYJ thing, and that comes out of nowhere, Jessica needs to leave. I get that it's very abrupt, right? But like, I just don't understand why you can't give this kind of style thing like one last song.
Yeah, you know
it's gonna
when
happen.
The contract, and I mean, you've probably have contract negotiations or something, and so you probably kind of know what the outcome is going to be before the contract kind of deadline comes. And groups like who have been around for a while, they always do these kind of fan tribute songs. Yeah. And I don't understand why they can't do it.
Just do one last one.
Yeah, just one for the fans.
Like I think that's not only good for it makes you a little bit more money at the end, but it also allows people that are leaving to have at least some momentum, right? But that just never happens. There's never and it's so sad to me that 4-minute ends on. Well, I guess it technically ended on Canvas, which was like a B-side song, but like it ended on Hate. Like it's just such a sad way to end.
Like not even a tribute song. Like maybe even a concert, like a small concert, just to have them like, or maybe there's bad blood. Who knows? But
as we mentioned, that there seems to be some bad blood. Yeah. Like I'm sure there's a reason why they can't. But in my head, it's just so sad when it's this is gonna happen. They're probably not gonna renew their contract. Be like, yo, one last time.
Let's gather a concert, sing all the
call up Shinsadong Tiger maybe. Yeah. Call up Brave Sound. Let's make one last old school song for the fans. It just never happens.
Yeah, but. We can understand because these groups are, controlled by really powerful music companies, and they're gonna do whatever they want. So.
But like Cube is having a fucking bad time, right? They lost the dude from Beast, and even Beast itself has not done much in a very long time.
No.
Like who else? They got CLC, which we both like, but
have not been
getting any traction.
Yeah.
B2B actually like. Aside from the few dudes acting, and when they have their their ballad song every once in a while, they haven't been doing much recently. But I think of that rumor that was like, CLC's kind of music side has not been doing great and not been making them a lot of money. Yeah. It does kind of make sense because
I think
they haven't been.
I think Cube is just really bad at managing the groups.
Yeah. Or recently. I think they did a good job once at a time, right?
Yeah.
Like Beast was on top of things for a while.
Troublemaker was really popular. Even
Troublemaker.
Right.
Well, I guess...
4Minute. Hyuna. Right?
If anything, Hyuna and Hyungsung, they have plenty of time for Troublemaker now. You know.
Because they're both solos.
So maybe we'll see a comeback of Troublemaker?
We'll see.
I don't know. I'm sure Hyuna will come out with another solo that I hope to God is not like Roll Deep, because I don't want it.
Hoping more for Red, right?
I'm hoping more for that Red. Or even Bubble Pop. Or even Ice Cream. Even some change, you know, like
I can do some change.
I don't want that like super weird like Miley Cyrus Hyuna, right? I don't want that Roll Deep Hyuna. But yep, so I think that'll be it for this after show. Of course, please check out our main podcast, next week. And then the next after show after this is going to be our favorite, our top 5 or top 10. I still haven't decided yet. Songs of the year so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a long one.
Yeah.
You got to brace yourself. We already got a lot of very interesting top 10s from some of our Slack changes.
All different.
All totally different.
Yeah.
Some of those I'm like, man, maybe I should listen to some of these songs again. Yeah, because I can't believe this is even on there. But it just goes to show how different everybody is.
Yeah. But yet respectful. But nobody's putting down anybody else's list.
Well, I mean, I might. I'll be like, yo.
Steve is an asshole.
I'm just kidding. I don't think I saw one where I was like, really? But I need to go back and look.
Yeah.
But, TLDR, I don't think TLDRs work in podcasts, but if they do, listen, Only Gain Weight. Fuck all the other songs. Only Gain Weight. Hashtag never forget 2014.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.